Shout out to everyone out there. If you're joining us live, I believe we're live. Let me know if there's any issues, anything going on like that. We will correct those issues forthwith. While we're waiting for that, as I usually do, I'm going to remind everyone to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for the email list over there. You can also look around the site. If you go on the merch tab, you can get a link that takes you to all the different merch we have going on out there, including the patches. If you want to get some Hank Strange patches, bam! Check it out right there. We still got Hank Strange patches. Why? How come you guys haven't bought the Hank Strange patches? Okay, we got to sell these so I can make more. That's how that works.
Yeah, they're limited. They're limited, folks.
Yeah, limited editions. You could sell these for, I think these will probably be going for $10,000 once they're all sold out.
I need to buy a whole bunch of them then.
Yes, please do.
Kind of like 9mm ammo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're sending out gunvote stickers that we got for free from NSSF.
Hey, I told you before. I bought those things for my membership for the National Shooting Sports Foundation. Right. They don't send me any of them. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, Walter. You're gonna listen. If there's ever a SHOT Show, Walter, you can ask them about that, which we'll talk about all of that stuff here in a second. Let me press the button and get the show going here. Don't forget to smash the thumbs ups. Big shout out to Walther Arms for sponsoring us, allowing us all our shenanigans and all that kind of stuff. Let me press the open and
welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, ring the bell so you can be notified every time we go live. Where's Walter? Not ringing the bell, not doing his job, Walter. Ringing the bell. Jeez, Walt, seriously.
That hurt?
No.
Yeah. Turn my volume down.
This is episode 655 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Hank Strange. Our guest tonight is Ken of K&M Arms. There he goes. Ken, what up?
Hey.
And that's just a picture behind Ken, by the way. He's got a green screen. That's a picture.
It's all real. You want me to grab something off the wall?
No,
you gotta grab all.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, Ken. Don't do it. And he notice this. I want you guys to notice this. Ken puts the arm pistol right in the center. Right in the center of this thing. That's just, I call that pure evil, basically. That's what I call that. Just to tease me because I don't have an arm pistol. Also, we have Walter of SHF, Safety Harbor Firearms, joining us. There he goes, Walter. And we got Babyface P also joining us here. Did you guys miss me?
So much.
Yeah. Right. That sounded so convincing.
I was riding mini bikes over the weekend. I did something,
No, you guys obviously didn't miss me, I guess. Smash the thumbs ups as you come in here. What is that you're showing, Walter? Because that's a little toy, please, YouTube people.
Hey, this is my hand. This is my hand.
Yeah.
This is one of those RW minis.
Yeah. When the algorithm guy comes in to check, and we can show toys. See, look, that's a toy right there. See, toy, all that's rubber, all the way through. There you go. Yeah, all right, awesome. I've got a bunch of different things that we're gonna get into here over the show that I'll share with you guys. Harry's Holsters has new holsters out, and if you check the scroll, plus I'll tell you anyway. It's what is it, Lola? I think it's Hank Strange gets you 10% off at Harry's Holsters. But he's got new holsters out. I'm gonna open one here live for you guys. Look, okay, I'll give everyone a little tease right now. Look at the new packaging. Hold on, let me see.
Oh wow, he's going all out.
New packaging he's getting all fancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hoity-toity.
This
H stands for Hank Strange, by the way, just in case you guys don't know.
That's an H?
No, I'm just it's two H's. Yep. It's Hank.
Hank.
No, okay.
No, it's homie Hank. That's what.
Yeah, homie Hank, right. No, it's Harry's Holsters. It's Harry's Holsters. I'll open that up here when I get a chance. Lola, of course, is reminding me to use that you guys can use the code Hank Strange. I also have a Cigar Life event that I'm going to that we'll get into here and all that kind of stuff once we get caught up. But please smash the thumbs ups, come in. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's breaking news with Q and the honey badger situation. I don't know, Ken. Have you been tracking any of this, or you just been making guns?
No, kind of, sort of. But yeah, I've been building. But when we get to talk about it, I'll tell you all about my letter that I got.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Is this letter comparison time?
Uh-oh.
Did you ever see my letter, Ken?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
boy.
haven't seen your letter.
Oh.
But anyway, I got it 2 days after Honey Badger got theirs.
Whoa. Oh. So yeah, maybe we should get into this now, and yeah, we should probably talk about this now. And I just want to say to you guys, Lola just confirmed that on Friday's podcast, we are going to have the owner of SB Tactical joining us. And we will also have, I guess he's the owner also of Q. He'll be joining us, as well as Walter. So it's going to be...
Oh, big Friday show.
Yeah, exactly.
Q's the guy that owns Q is the same guy that started AAC, right?
Yeah, I think it's Kevin.
Right?
Is it Bingingham?
He started AAC and then left when they got bought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah. So we'll have him. We'll have him on here, as well as what is it? It's SB Tactical. I think is Alexbosco.
Bosco, yeah.
So he'll be joining us, and that's going to be Friday's show. So we're going to get into all that stuff. Fingers crossed. I hate to talk about the future shows because I mean, who knows what will happen here? But yes, hopefully that will happen. Okay, so Ken, you've been keeping track of this whole situation with Q, right? The ATF sent Q a letter?
Yeah, Q got a letter from an ATF field agent, is my understanding. And typically when letters come from ATF in regards to a determination letter or whatnot, it's never from a field agent.
Yeah, you got it from a field agent?
Yeah.
That's like the low tier, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize all of that. This wasn't like from the whole of ATF?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't from the technical branch. From my understanding, it's not from the technical branch. It's from a field agent. But and I think that's why things are going all screwy and why ATF is not saying anything.
Yeah. How did
where they put their stay?
Yeah. How did we all miss that was from a field agent?
I'll have to pull it up to make sure, but that's my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
interesting.
How does a field agent? Field agent.
Yeah.
Who gave
him the official letterhead?
Yes, you're right. That's like saying, well, Obama didn't authorize that
What's
stuff.
happening here? That's like Walter giving me the safety harbor letterhead, and I start sending people letters.
Something's fishy here. Something's fishy.
Yeah. So that happened. And that was big news. Go ahead.
It's plausible deniability.
Yeah.
We didn't tell him to do that. Of course we didn't tell him to do that. Don't sue us.
Maybe it was a test to test the waters.
Could have been.
I'm trying to find the exact letter.
Yeah.
And then the head guys say, well, we didn't do that. We didn't send that out.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys find that, we'll confirm that before we get deep into it. It's Kevin Brittingham and Alexbosco. They should be coming on. So basically this letter went out. Now the rumor behind the scenes, let me just say that again. Is that the ATF has wanted to come down on these SB or these braces, these pistol braces, for a while. And looking at these guys talking about it, Noir, I think, did some good work here. He had Alexbosco on. He spoke to him. He also spoke to Kevin Brittingham as well. And it seems like they went after Q instead of going after bigger companies because everyone is using these braces now. There's about 4 million of them out there.
That's great.
Yeah. Yes, it is a good thing, right? Why do you think it's good, Walt?
Quantity is good in this case because that means there's lots of people that get fucked. That's what I mean. Lots
of mad people writing letters.
That's how people. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, early on when the brace came out, I thought for sure it wouldn't last 6 months.
Really?
I saw those braces 7 or 8 years ago, and I go, "There's no way."
The first ones were rubber garbage. I always consider them horrible rubber devices.
That gets me off on another subject, but but yeah, when they came out and they were on AKs, I'm like,
that's
whoa,
a piece of shit.
No, but I mean, like this thing, I didn't have anything to do with a brace because I didn't want the situation where people's like, well, what you sold me this brace, now what am I supposed to do? you know, which people do. Some people, not everybody does, but some people automatically, you know, like, hey, you know, you're giving my money back or something. You know,
Right.
It's like, oh, well, money
as
back.
usual, you guys always poo-poo the future. You're like some old dudes. And Babyface is actually young, but he always... And plus, Babyface was that elite, I have SBR type dude.
Well, okay, hold on there for eliteness. I already had, at the time, my my trust set up, and that was when all you had to do was send in your paperwork and your money and be done. It was super easy to have a Form 1 trust. So I was like, why pay $200 for a super simple Form 1 trust or pay like $350 for this ugly rubber dildo on the back of my gun? Like, I don't want that. I'll just pay for the trust. So that's why I went.
Paraphernalia is shaped like that, I don't know what to tell you.
So that's why I always
went
trust.
in the keyhole situation
now,
that's gone wrong.
You know, I still haven't been a huge fan of braces until I borrowed one.
Right.
That you have a picture of, the new C model of the tail hook, or the whatever, A1, C1, whatever he calls it.
Yeah.
That thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta chat with you, Patrick. I gotta chat with you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So Ken, go ahead. You can jump in here. Oh, Ken, I know Ken's searching still. He's searching.
I'm searching. I have it, but my stupid computer for some reason isn't opening it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I'd have to reboot my computer in order to get to it.
Oh, okay. Babyface, if you can find that original letter, that'll help too. So what did you think about the SIG brace when it first? And by the way, like more than a month ago, I actually did a whole interview for AmmoLand News with Alexbosco of SB Tacticals. Great interview. I think that was like probably 50 minutes, almost an hour that we talked, and we talked about all of this. By the way,
correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he meet with ATF about that same time or before, and they gave him the impression everything was rainbows and unicorns?
My understanding, he's constantly been meeting with ATF. In that video, he says he knows the ATF very well.
But didn't they make it? I thought he made it sound like in some statement that everything was okay.
Back then, when I was talking to him, I think he was saying that we need to keep fighting stuff. He didn't. I would have to go back and look at the whole thing all over again. I mean, I think at that point we all thought everything was okay. We've thought everything's been okay for years. That's what. So like we were saying, and we talked about this in that interview with him. The braces first came out. Not everyone liked them. A lot of people thought this doesn't make sense. Why don't I SBR? And then that progressed to people started picking it up. People started modifying it and all of that. And then we had this back and forth going on, I guess, with the ATF, right? Because everyone decides to write the ATF letters and ask them because they don't believe the first letter.
Well, imagine that.
That drives me crazy.
So I know it's been going back and forth, and yes, I saw Babyface making a face about it. There's been rumors. There's always been rumors that the ATF's not happy with this.
Oh God, no.
Let's clear something up here. When you say ATF, certain people at ATF are not happy with
That's
this.
top.
Because as John Crump said, the former tech branch guy, all this stuff was approved.
Right.
If you read one thing that hasn't been brought up is that People with Disabilities Act. That's what the whole brace came about as.
True.
So are you telling me now you're going to deny those people their brace?
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
Americans are going to get Americans of different. There's people who are disabled and all that kind of stuff.
Look, you can't build a fucking bathroom in your shop without having all that crap in there, and there's never going to be a disabled person in your machine shop. But you have to put all the rails and the ramps and the this and that. You couldn't say, no, you're not going to do that. Okay? Well, I mean, so how can you tell a disabled person they can't have a brace?
Yep.
I'm with you, Walter. I think you should be Walter.
I mean, the lawyers.
I think you should be Walter Keller, Esquire.
If I was a lawyer, that'd be my main argument. It's like, what the fuck you doing, ATF? I mean, you can't do that. That's not right.
So sorry, I keep interrupting. Ken has something to say.
Yep. So I found the letter.
Okay.
The letter is signed by a Kelly Brady, Special Agent in Charge, Boston Field Division.
What?
There you go.
It's not from the technical branch.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. Why? Why is that person even
It's a
sending letters?
test. It's a test.
Okay.
It's a test.
Mm-hmm.
It's somebody in Boston that thinks, oh, you know what? This is not legal. This is not right. They shouldn't be selling this, and sent the letter.
So this guy's probably a sacrificial lamb.
No, I think he's just stupid.
I think the people up top know exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And very well could be, but I just find it interesting that it's coming from the Boston Field Division rather than from the technical branch.
Then it could come from the janitor too. Then it's about the same thing.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit there, Walt. You said what?
I'm just saying. Basically, I could say it could come from anybody at ATF. If that's the case, then if that floats, you know.
Yeah. This is Joe Schmo. I work in the housekeeping department.
Yeah, this is the janitor. Yeah, the janitor. And I just don't like those guns. Those guns are nasty.
Yeah. So that happened, and that became news. Everyone was out there. Like I said, I saw Noir had some good interviews with them. They made some of their own videos. Everyone was posting stuff, me included, on that. And we spoke about this with John Crump, as Walter said earlier. And then today, what was breaking, and let me see, I'll probably share, I'm going to go to my IG. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, it's Hank Strange, So here, let me run this in here. So this is my post. So first of all, I'm using that meme everyone else is using of what's her name that's right now getting grilled in front of Congress to be the replacement.
Barrett?
Yeah. Miss Barrett, which makes a lot of sense, right? Or the Honorable, what is it, Amy Barrett?
Amy Barrett, yep.
Yeah. So I did this. I don't even know what this blank note paper thing is all about, but I put Q on there, and then I show the letter. That's what this letter is here. And this is a letter, and who's this letter from? It's to Q's lawyer from, I'm trying to see since we're talking about where stuff is from. Office of Chief Counsel, so this one's official. So it's a suspension of the cease and desist against QLLC for the Honey Badger firearm, and it says this letter notifies you the Bureau of ATF. We'll just do that. Is temporarily suspending the cease and desist letter dated August 3rd, and it goes on, and then Q put out a statement on it as well. They said last Friday, October 9th, 2020, our attorneys received a letter from the ATF counsel Joel Rossner temporarily suspending the cease and desist letter, which that in itself is like, we're temporarily suspending the cease and desist letter associated with the Honey Badger pistol by Q. The letter states that the suspension will remain in effect for a period of 60 days unless withdrawn or extended by ATF. The stated purpose of the suspension is to allow the Department of Justice, DOJ, an opportunity to further review, quote unquote, the applicability of the National Firearms Act to the manufacture and transfer of the model Honey Badger pistol firearm. Boom. So
my head is going to explode. It's already been done.
So we're not out of the woods yet.
They already have approval letters. Why?
They already have the determination letter.
Yeah. Why do they need to review it again? There's nothing to review.
So the cease and desist is a negating of the original determination. So this is a suspension of the cease and desist, which is negating the original determination.
Okay. So it's my understanding, and I could be wrong, but that Q never got a determination letter for the brace that they're using.
That's such. Well, I think that whole determination for each individual brace is a hilarity.
Yeah.
But I think, from what I understand, the ATF does that for lots of firearms, right?
Well, no. Now that's okay. So lately, that has been the policy, right? Where they feel like you have to send them the entire gun. You can't just send the product anymore, right, Ken?
That's exactly what I'm about ready to get into. Exactly.
Yeah. So how long have they been doing that? That's been like, what, 2 years?
I had to do that, Jeff.
Yeah, Walter had to send the whole entire gun down to their.
And then they didn't even send the magazine back with it. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's policy. I don't send magazines back either.
And you made to use the same word I use on them?
No, thanks.
Begins with an F and ends with an R?
So, yeah, so that's been the thing now. And then when I saw Kevin Bingham talking about this, he said that, so there was a length of pull as part of this whole thing, right? And length of pull, where's that measured from? From the trigger forward?
To the end of the stock.
To the very back.
But so now ATF, he said, is doing it diagonally. The same.
That's it. Wrong.
What?
Yes. If you
They're
look at the
doing it
video
wrong.
where he's talking to Noir, he said that.
They're doing it wrong. They've done it to another person in 2017 or 16.
Yeah.
They tried to go after another guy for length of pull, and the lawyer was like, "Whoa! First
Whoa.
off, that information isn't even public knowledge. They at the time weren't even making that information available. So they were trying to hold somebody accountable for a law that wasn't even like for something that they were pushing that nobody even knew existed.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, it's not a law. Don't.
It's
use that.
exactly.
It's not a law.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That tears me up when they say laws. It's not law.
Not law.
Right.
Yeah. There's also some feeling like they picked on him because they believe that he's smaller. I think they underestimated Q and their social media reach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then and obviously everyone got activated. I know he did say, I think both him and Alexbosco said that the NRA was helping out someone.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and maybe that's what happened here to get this letter to come in, right?
If they're out there listening, well, you're going to talk to them on Friday. Personal opinion here is do not, even if they give up on them and say, oh, don't worry about it, it's all cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all cool. There needs to be some sort of lawsuit that follows through so we can hold them accountable for the shenanigans they've been up to. The nice way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely. And before I because I know Ken wants to tell us a story here, I really do think that there needs to be, and I know those guys are mentioning Frack, and I forgot what the heck Frack means, other than whatever it means in science fiction. But, you know, there needs to be an organization or a fund that there's money in that we all support, all of us support financially, and when the ATF goes after people, specifically smaller companies, like they did to you, Walter, or they try to go after Q or anyone else, we need to get lawyers just smacking them upside the head so that they stop this nonsense.
You need to stop the nonsense before the nonsense happens, and that's getting rid of these people that are in there.
Yeah.
I mean, and that takes somebody with two big ones, and just say, "You're fired. You're fired," and then just have a nice day.
Well, okay, so here's the problem with that, right? Trump, when he had his opportunity to put up someone to head the ATF, put up someone that was anti-gun, and Republicans didn't support it.
He put a turd up there.
Yeah,
That's what he did. He put a turd.
What was that about?
Yeah.
Who approved that thing? Whose idea was that?
So I want to hear Ken's story. You have run-ins with the ATF as well?
Yeah, Ken.
Well, so I just pulled up my letter, and it goes back to what Walter was talking about. So this was dated October 3rd. Okay. They've had this item for 4 months. Okay. When I had sent my last item in, they said it was a 90-day turnaround, and don't call us, we'll call you. You call us, you can only leave a message, can't talk to anybody over there, nothing.
Okay, that's crazy, because I remember this was like the last time you were on. You were telling me you sent something in, wasn't?
Right.
Yeah, a long time ago. Okay.
Yep. So I got this letter on October 3rd, and it says, this refers to your correspondence with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, blah blah blah, in regards to your submitted sample of a trigger guard extension for use on a pistol. Specifically, you requested an evaluation and classification regarding the installation of the submitted sample onto a handgun under the amended Gun Control Act of 1968, blah, blah, blah. The Firearm Technology Industry Service Branch classifies firearms as defined by the Gun Control Act, blah, 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 blah. Effective immediately, any request for a determination on how an accessory affects the classification of a firearm under the Gun Control Act or NFA must include a firearm with the accessory already installed.
Okay.
Except in cases of conditional important determinations technical branch will not issue a determination on an accessory unless it is attached to the submitted firearm.
So,
Okay.
so they took 4 months to get back to you and say, sorry, we can't make a determination?
Yes. Okay. And the stupid thing is that it's a determination for what I'm calling a trigger guard extension or a angled foregrip. Some companies are calling it,
Right,
but it's specifically for the Kel-Tec CP33.
So
Okay.
yeah, we can't show it on the gun. Do you have a picture?
No.
If you see, okay, I see it up there. Yeah.
So I have it up there.
So
Okay.
That,
So basically, that CP33 has a brace, okay, and it has an adapter on it, so it's a folding type brace, and then it also has a non-vertical grip on it.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So the verbiage on for the ATF for a vertical grip is a grip that you can wrap your thumb around to the back side, and it has to be vertical, perpendicular.
Okay.
They say perpendicular to the barrel.
90
Okay,
degrees.
90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you can see that it's 10 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you can call it 80 degrees if you don't want to call it 90 degrees. Okay, so I've got a 10-degree angle on there. So it should be a slam dunk. Nope, that is not a vertical grip. You can mount it on a pistol, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've got to send the pistol in, and they've already told me that it can take up to a year for them to issue a determination letter if they decide that they even want to issue a determination for it. Wow. They don't have to issue a determination.
So, and then so your gun is just in limbo.
Right.
I feel like there's a prime lawsuit here for them interfering with commerce or something.
I mean, you go to a court, you're supposed to get you have X amount. You can't be 5 years waiting.
No.
And so why?
That's a
Meanwhile, your
constitutional
business is tanking.
right.
Well,
exactly.
Well, it's just the whole thing. It's like okay. When I had to get my determination, it happened to fall when the government shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like an extra month and a half tagged onto that in addition to that. But it's like and then you got to pay for the return of the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I had to pay for the return of the gun.
Yeah.
And it's like.
I know when I sent my sample in, I sent a return envelope with postage paid and everything for them to send it back to me when they were done with it. But if it's a firearm, you got to do the same thing. Anything that goes to them, you have to pay to return it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like
it's all to slow you down, make it more difficult for you to do stuff, make it easier for them to deny you. It's really ridiculous, and
But I've never heard this thing that they might not even determine, or they might not even look at it. That's
insanity. You can't do that. So now you're in limbo forever.
Right. And I had pictures. I had like 10 pictures that I sent with the sample of it on the pistol, so they can see exactly how it mounts to the pistol and everything else. All they had to do was put a little protractor up against it and say, "Oh, yep, that's not perpendicular to the flat, so it's not considered a."
But what are we paying
grip.
for? What are we paying for with the ATF? Why can't they just get a pistol, put that on there? I'm assuming that
they have them.
Why?
They have access to all that.
Yeah.
Why do they even? Yeah. Why do you? Yeah.
It's we know why. We're asking redundant rhetorical questions.
Yeah.
It's because the ATF's sole purpose in life is to undermine the Second Amendment, and not only the Second. Yeah, undermine anything that falls within there. Remember, these are the same people that poisoned and killed people back in the 1920s during Prohibition. They forced industrial alcohol manufacturers to put lethal chemicals in the industrial alcohol because they knew people were going to drink it. Well, not because of that. To deter people from drinking the industrial alcohol, killed people and killed them. Yeah. They knew what was going to happen. So, ATF has a absolute shit track record. These are also the same guys that threw that one dude under the bus for the what was it? They made a movie about him.
Ruby Ridge?
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, yeah. ATF is done. They did Ruby Ridge and that.
Oh, and that whole compound that burned down.
Yeah,
What's that one called?
Wake
Well,
up.
the guy that stopped the bombing. And
Yeah,
that
wake up.
Oh, you're
FBI
talking about the guy in Georgia for the Olympics?
Yeah, the ATF was
Yeah.
part of that too, weren't they?
Yeah, that was all. They were chasing after the wrong person there too.
That if you can't tell, here's my opinion on the ATF. So.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because really and truly, if you know that if it clearly that doesn't violate any laws that exist, you shouldn't have this hurdle placed in front of you, stopping you from developing something that people would want out there. But this is the way they want it, right? They don't want anyone to do anything to make these pistols better.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so by the way, everyone out there, smash the thumbs ups, please, okay? We would appreciate that. We have like over 80 people watching us right now. Smash the thumbs ups. It helps get more people in here. We're shadow banned. YouTube is blocking people from seeing that we're up and we're live and all that. So smash those thumbs ups. Help us out with that. Ken, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to start manufacturing and I'm going to start selling them.
Okay.
Good. That's good. I'm glad.
And when you do that, Ken, in your packaging, include a definition of perpendicular.
I will. I'm going to. I'm going to put that this item has not been does not have a determination letter from the ATF, but here are the guidelines per ATF regulations that a pistol grip is considered blah blah blah, and that's what it's going to go out with. Mm-hmm. It does not violate any of their statutes. I just wanted to have a letter so that people that will be purchasing it had some peace of mind right off the bat that, okay, well, ATF already says this is not a vertical grip, and it is what it is. So I'm just going to start making, I mean, I've had material sitting here for 4 months, waiting, and I'm just going to start cutting it up and machining it, and off we go.
Part of the problem here that a lot of people I don't think realize, remember back when Obama mentioned that elections have consequences? These are those long-term ramifications.
Yes.
The wrong people get placed into positions of power that screw us 15 years down the line. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's only been out of office for 4, but still, you understand what I'm saying.
But this is one thing. It should not be this way, right? It should not be this way that people can step in here and use their position at the ATF as an employee that's only supposed to enforce the laws that exist, to create laws and block people who are following the laws from being able to participate in commerce.
So personally, in my mind, the ATF is to the firearms industry what frivolous, shitty lawsuits are to the tech industry.
And the medical industry.
Or the medical industry.
Right.
They completely... Their job is to stifle innovation, 100%. That's all they're good for.
Yeah.
Without the ATF right now, if I had the ability to go down, blueprint something, make it, machine guns, whatever it may be, I could have some really cool designs that are floating around in my head. But I'm not going to go risking prison time to come up with something cool when I have to go. The other option is go out and spend a couple grand to get a business license or get my, I have to have a. It's expensive for me to go and get the proper licensing to just design a couple things and play around with. It's a couple grand, more than that, because I have to have a commercial center. I have to have a spot to have my FFL. Mm-hmm. So their sole purpose is stifling innovation.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And ATF is gun shy on issuing any determination letters because they've done some stupid things before in the past. I mean, if you look at the bump stocks, they approved the bump stocks, and then all of a sudden, boom, you can't have them, and all of those people got screwed out of their investments, money that they had spent, because now you can't have them and you got to destroy them or do something with them. It's like, I'm surprised that nothing ever happened with that.
I think it's not necessarily all over yet. Go ahead, Walt. What are you going to say?
And I'm really, 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 really surprised the binary triggers are still around, to be quite honest with you. That was when that came out, I was like, oh my gosh.
Same here.
It fits the letter of the law.
Is it fits the definition.
I understand it 100%, my friend, but that doesn't matter.
Did you ever
to
see
them,
Judge
obviously.
Dredd? I am the law.
The former tech branch person that Crumpy brought up followed this is this and this is
did
that.
what he was
That's
supposed
that.
to do.
Now
That's
the
what we
new one
need.
there's like, I don't like it.
Have you seen his interview with Vice News? They actually, when the bump stock thing was all a tizzy, they actually went and interviewed that guy who was the ATF tech branch guy at the time. And he was like, there's nothing wrong with them. I did the right thing. My call was correct. You guys are wrong. Everybody's wrong. My call's right. Because here's the definition. Here's how it fits outside of that definition. It's not a machine.
Yeah, the worst part of that is, I mean, obviously that's egregious on its own. The worst part of it, they didn't say, hey, here's what you do. Don't use these things. Take them off. Don't put them on the gun, right? Q is saying, you know what? Separate your lowers right now. For the people who want to get SBRs, they were telling them they will send them out the money. People were separating lowers. I wouldn't do any of that. But the problem with the bump stock is if you even possess it, you are a criminal, felon. Okay, you're going to jail. Okay, and you're paying a fine.
It's so stupid.
And they destroyed how many? 60,000 of them or something?
So for the same penalty, I can either have this really piece of shit plastic stock thing on the back, or I can just go drill a third pinhole in my M16 and have a fucking blast.
Right?
Which one am I going to choose?
To make a piece of polymer a machine gun, technically, and just possession of it criminal, is the craziest thing in the world. There's no way that can stand. I know all of that stuff is going through right now. Who knows how long all of that's going to take. But that emboldened them, right?
Yep.
To get into other
Well,
things.
and that's Trump's fault. That's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault.
Oh, wow.
He
Walter,
pushed-
I might faint.
Well, you can feign all you want. It's Trump's fault.
Yeah, it's true. True.
I mean,
It
if
is.
you're gonna,
It
if you say you're gonna drain the swamp, why don't you ride over to ATF in that building that I've been in, where they have the Waco models there that aren't burnt, and show? Yeah, you ever been in there, Ken?
No, I haven't.
I've been into the belly of the beast. They got a nice building that has a soft top in it.
I don't want to go.
And the guy, it was asked, why is this roof soft in this? Well, they say if we ever get bombed, it'll go out.
Wow.
Yeah. So then they have ATF history in there, or Treasury Department history.
It's almost as if they expect the act of terror to happen to them.
It's like the ATF building is one big ass. It's one big ass, and if there's a bomb in there, it's going to come out like a fart.
Yeah.
They have a model.
What they did.
They have a wooden model of the Branch Davidian compound in there as one of their examples of one of their history.
That's shameful.
And they call out all of their agents that died there. Okay, but you know.
What about the people they killed? What about the kids, the women?
Exactly.
I walked past it and I had my tongue. It's not my nature to keep my tongue tied, but I had to just go. Why isn't it burned?
Yeah,
I didn't
where's
say
the
that.
bodies of the dead women and children that you guys?
I was trying to get something accomplished, and my whole trip was a waste of time there. By the way. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and what was that over? A handful of machine guns?
No, that was over a short-barreled shotgun, I think.
Oh, that's what they were getting them for? Was a short-barreled shotgun?
Or some.
It wasn't much.
Yeah, it wasn't much. He would go into town and buy supplies regularly. They could have talked to him in town and got him in town, but they had to do the big.
They had to show force.
Yeah.
Try to make nobody else do it.
And that's never gone wrong.
Oh, they met equal force that day.
Yeah, that's never gone wrong.
Except
a couple of things. Chris Bullis says ATF screwed over Mike Deddy. That's true. They tried. Mike Deddy, though, is a true gun guy and paranoid, so it didn't work.
He covered his tracks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's an old fighter, so yeah. Yeah. Obviously, they screwed you over too, Walter, which makes me upset every time I think about it.
Yeah, they're saying in the chat that I said something against Trump. Well, it's the truth. He's the one that pushed that thing.
He is.
And like
well,
it or
and
not,
the NRA. And the NRA offered it up as a solution.
Yeah,
to
but
him.
Those two are the same.
Yeah,
Yes.
3D chess. 3D chess.
Right.
Remember that
And
nonsense?
4D chess.
4D chess. 4D chess.
Yeah.
Interdimensional Stargate technology. That's
And the
done
bump
us good.
stock. I believe the bump stock had 3 determination letters. 3, I believe.
And conveniently, some idiot that's doing something out there that we don't have any proof of, we haven't seen, and they concluded an investigation that says they don't even know what happened. We all just need to randomly believe that wasn't convenient.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, awfully quiet about that incident, isn't it? There hadn't been it's like
Not
it
a
never
peep.
happened.
Not a peep.
Yeah. So wow, I don't know, man. I think it's good news that they delayed this thing. Obviously, the White House or something was like, yeah, if you guys don't get your act together, we might come over there and start dealing with you because you're putting this stuff out now in election times. And they're looking, by the way, for political cover. If you get a Biden in office, they're gonna just
things will be
run
gone.
right over. Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, well, Creepy Joe and his the Russians.
The Russians.
The Ukrainians. Sorry.
Yes.
Ukrainians. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an important distinction there.
Yes,
You
they
see,
are actually. Don't mix the two. They don't like.
Did you see the photos that leaked out either today or yesterday?
I know there's photos supposedly out there of young Biden smoking the crack pipe. Crack
He's
is whack.
asleep with a crack bite in his mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots of
That's
weird pictures.
Wait, so normally in October, this is October, we have the October surprises, right?
Yeah.
Where's all the Democratic ones on Trump?
They already exhausted all of them. We don't believe anything from them anymore.
Existed, it would be everywhere.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting urinated on by some Russian prostitutes or something.
Remember that? Yeah. I bring it up every time, but do you guys remember the Gorilla Channel?
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember me talking about this last time?
Yeah,
where the
Gorilla
guy
Channel?
they convinced the media that Trump, when he started his term, could not find the Gorilla Channel. You don't remember that one? Oh yeah. Yeah, they go for that shit hard.
Yeah. So we're switching a little bit here, Ken. I don't know if you're done.
Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm just gonna start manufacturing and selling.
Show us that again, Ken, before we switch out here. What are you selling? And it's called the Hank, right? My understanding.
It's called the Hank.
It's an extension of the trigger guard. It has nothing to do with it.
Can you see that up there?
It's called the Hank extension. You want to camera down a little. Camera down.
Here. How about I do this?
Okay.
Bring the camera over. Maybe.
Okay,
oh wait, no. Things are coming off the wall, possibly.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go over to
camera.
They got to be placed. They got to be placed somewhere where you can't touch it, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a trigger guard extension.
Yeah, I see that.
It doesn't even. So it looks like it doesn't even mount to the underside of anything. It mounts to the trigger guard, right?
Well, it actually mounts to the bottom section of the rail right here. There's a Magpul QD, or not a QD,
M-lock?
An M-lock. There's a single M-lock in there, and so it just mounts directly to the bottom of that. But it's an extension of the trigger guard, because the trigger guard is right here, and so you can't wrap your thumb around the back side of it.
This is for safety, to keep you from.
Yes,
exactly.
I think this is to keep children safe.
Yeah,
it is.
Yes, this will save the baby whales and the seals.
You know what's funny about screwing with the ATF is their whole process of determinations and making determinations and going after people is on. What is it? Constructive intent. What was the intent of the product? Well, the intent of this product is to extend the trigger guard. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And that's the intent. However you use it's up to you.
Right. And in my my information that I sent to the ATF, I told them, I said, okay, one of the things that you've already made a determination.
A little bit, Ken, that way, because you're there you go, right there. Good. Yeah. And I can also still see the arm pistol.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
good.
on an AR-15 pistol, okay, there's a company that makes a grip style mount to the front of the magwell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So that's giving you a vertical location in order to put your left hand or your right hand to stabilize the pistol. Okay. Just like when you grab and you're shooting a regular pistol, you take and wrap both hands together and shoot. Well, that's exactly what this does. It allows you to just grip and ride around and gives you some more stabilization. Okay. So my thought was that, okay, well, if you can do that on an AR-15 pistol with the front of the magwell, why can't you do that on a regular pistol?
On anything that's a pistol.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
Okay. Anything that has an attachment to mount to the bottom. And so, I made it for this one, but now I'm going to go through and make them for some other platforms also.
Oh, very cool. By the way, smash the thumbs ups, guys. That's an exclusive you just got. You need to smash just on that. So
I was gonna ask you that question, but Hank got to it first.
What? Go ahead.
If he was gonna make it for other firearms.
Right.
Oh.
There's a whole avenue out there to do that. If it has a 1913 rail on the bottom of it, like a lot of pistols do for mounting lights and whatnot, why not mount a little angled grip there so you can put both hands on? I mean, I did it specifically on this one because it has a brace, and once you have the brace attached to your arm, okay, because that's how the brace is supposed to be, right? Everybody uses it attached to their arm. That it gives you some place, instead of having to hold your other arm here, you can then hold it out here in front and give you a little bit more stabilization.
And for anybody out there that's also confused on this, those back massagers you get on Amazon are definitely for massaging your back, right? 100%.
Oh, sure.
Long as you
lights.
Oh, okay.
It's lights for when you're checking your vajayjay. Yeah.
So that was the whole thought behind that. 'Cause, I mean, I really like that pistol. It works really well. As long as you can load the magazines correctly, I don't have a hiccup with it really at all.
Yeah, it's a cool thing that Kel-Tec's put out, man. They do make cool stuff, regardless of what, and it does work, yes, if you load it properly, as we found out.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a company that makes a speed loader for it, and it is awesome.
Oh, I haven't tried that. What's the name of that?
It is awesome. Hold on, I'll grab it for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
I saw it the other day, or a month ago, when we were talking about these. It's something you need to have.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because that gun is super cool.
Florida Gun says the USFA Zip has a lower rail. You can make one for the Zip.
Oh, God, no.
Yes, please.
So it's made by a company called American Speed Loaders. It's probably
Oh, okay, yeah, I've got
yeah. Shout out to American Speed Loaders, who we don't know, but
I do know.
Oh, you do?
I mean,
okay.
This thing is basically a 3D printed part. It looks like, but it is awesome. When
How does that work? How does that work? What do you do?
So, the magazine goes in. There's a little spot here in the back. So you put a 22 round in, and you push it down.
You put it in upside down. That's
down.
all you got to do?
That's all you got to do. You feed them in there, and you push down on it, feed it in, push down, feed it in, push down, and it loads them perfectly every time.
What kind of crazy black magic voodoo witch doctor is this?
Every time. Because with these stupid magazines, it's like a like a quad double stack, because they're going back and forth.
Yeah, it's real crazy.
So it's really crazy. So you have to make sure that the lip, you have to make sure that the lip for the round is on the front side, not the back side, because if it's on the back side, it then hangs up and then it jams.
So I don't understand. Like, do you put those things in there in a special way? Do you cross your fingers? Do you have to have like a...
No.
That doesn't make sense on how that
From
works.
the videos I'm looking at, it's literally just clink, clink.
Oh, it is. It's as fast as you can load them in. So you put the magazine. Hold on. You put the magazine in,
right,
and you put the round in, and you pound it. You set it on your.
Who is the genius that came up with this? This is magic.
It's as fast as you can hit it on your table. It goes.
Can I say something here?
Yeah,
maybe.
Sure. What?
It's my laser that I have in the shop that I bought. One of the guys that owns that company is part of that.
Oh, Walter, you need to get me about 5 of these.
Remember I told you I have a really nice Glock mag loader?
Made by them.
They make one for that too.
You need to get him on the show.
Yes. What's up? What's the name of the company again?
American Speed Loaders.
American Speed Loader. How much does that one cost?
I think it was like 45 shipped or 35 shipped or something like that. I mean,
Sweet.
it's just a piece of plastic, but I mean,
No,
hey,
it's magic.
it is magic. It is magic. I mean,
Okay,
when I
how come
first-
they don't
when I
have
first
this
saw
for
that-
every single firearm? Because what?
Well, they have a handful for different firearms, but
Okay.
man, I mean, it's if you have one of these pistols or you're thinking about getting one of these pistols, you have to buy one of these.
I mean,
it is
and-
worth
and
its weight in gold.
Did Kel-Tec come out with the 60 round one yet?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think it was
my-
a 50.
Is it a 50?
It was supposed to be a 50, I believe, from.
I thought
from
it was
Shot
like
Show.
a 66 or something.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
but
all
they
right,
don't.
Someone will tell us. Yeah.
And you can buy these speed loaders too on the Kel-Tec website because Kel-Tec sells them too.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Very good. I know. So, by the way, let me run in some pictures. Here's Babyface. We'll talk. We'll talk about
Lynn Holt
this later.
says. Lynn Holt says it's like seeing color TV for the first time.
Check out
All of us
Babyface's his MP5.
Or hey,
is up there.
fireworks on a color TV.
Yeah.
Was that
You
a
know-
big deal? Just oh my god.
Well, I mean, because it's in color.
yeah.
I'm scrolling back to SHOT Show because I know someone was mentioning this because I posted something from SHOT Show where, oh, here it goes. So check it out. This, and what did I say in this post? Upgraded CP33 SHOT Show, and if you look in there, that magazine in there is supposed to be an extended one. So maybe like Ken is saying it's a 50 rounder because it's already 33. And that's probably doing like maybe another 20 something like that. But that was a 3D printed. I haven't seen that in the wild yet.
No. Yeah.
So-
And I haven't seen any others than what they originally sell.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that kind of stuff, man. I think that's really cool that someone was able to come up with something like that. That's what we live for in the gun game.
Let me see what I can do on hooking you up with the guy that's part of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's cool. People have been telling me about that, and I was like, whatever. I could I could put those things in there myself. Now I don't want to load it any other way.
Nope. It is so fast and so easy. You'll go through a lot more ammunition like no tomorrow.
Yeah, just sit there all day. That magazine that they came up with. Once you get it loaded, that 22 magazine, they need to make more guns for that.
Yep.
Put more guns out there for that. Because one of the things that makes me mad is people who make who have 22 guns. Like, I don't know. Let's just say, I don't know. Randomly, Glock has a 22.
Right.
And it's 10 rounds.
And it's not.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's totally
It was
insane.
okay.
Yeah. In a modern world, they made a 10-round magazine. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. So there you go. All right, so listen, let's we're going to switch over to something, and now I forgot. We were talking about Hunter Biden. Let's Night Train says
In a crack pipe?
Yeah, Night Train says those Kel-Tec magazines are difficult to load. They were smart to make some of their guns Glock mag compatible. The other Kel-Tec magazines, what are you talking about? The other, not this 22. It's this one. No. This one is difficult to load, but with this loader, it's good. The other, if you're talking about the sub 2000s, it uses obviously Glock mags. What's the other thing that Kel-Tec's making that uses a different?
They have it's similar to the CP33, but it's the 22.
How'd you talk?
Yeah, that's the like cheaper one they put out, right?
Yeah.
That's like $100 and something bucks. Okay. Okay.
No, the it shoots. Why am I having a brain
22
fart?
Magnum.
Yeah, the 22 mag.
Oh, so
it's
the
not,
PMR CMR.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that mag is hard to load too.
Oh, okay.
Not that hard, but American Speed Loaders makes a loader for that one too.
Yeah. Rain says my audio is low. Are you guys having a tough time hearing my audio?
I'm not.
Let's see here. I'll turn this up a little bit because
everybody's loud.
Might be through YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. If anyone else is having problems with the audio, let us know. All right, let's switch over. And usually I'm the one with the biggest voice box around here because I am the king of the shouting. Let's see. So let's switch over to the Post, the New York Post. that has this smoking gun email reveals how Hunter Biden introduced Ukrainian businessman to VP dad. Oh yeah, what did he say in that debate? He never heard of the dude. It says Hunter Biden introduced his father, then Vice President Joe Biden, to a top executive at a Ukrainian energy firm less than a year before the elder Biden pressured government officials in Ukraine into firing a prosecutor who was investigating the company, according to emails obtained by the Post. The never-before-revealed meeting is mentioned in a message of appreciation that Vadim Pozharsky, an advisor to the board of Burisma, allegedly sent Hunter Biden on April 17, 2015, about a year after Hunter joined the Burisma board at a reported salary of up to $50K a month. And it says something like, "Dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to DC and giving an opportunity to meet your father and spent some time together. It's realty," which I guess he meant to say really, "an honor and pleasure," the email reads. An earlier email from May 2014 also shows Pozharsky, or however you say it, reportedly Burisma's number 3 exec, asking Hunter for advice on how you could use your influence on the company's behalf, quote unquote. And there's way more stuff than that coming out. Go ahead.
How much was he? $50,000 a month?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know how much crack you can buy with that?
A lot.
What?
He bought.
We got to ask Hunter Biden. He could tell us, but
Yep.
Yeah.
offhand, that seems like a lot of crack.
Probably a couple hookers in that too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know? You got to have somebody to smoke with.
Of course, there was a lot of that. And one of the things that happened is that someone took a computer to a computer fix-it store, I guess in Delaware or something. And,
what?
and never came back for the computer. So that's how this thing came out. And apparently, eventually, before the guys, like the guy in the computer place, copied that hard drive, and it's technically his property, I guess. And he put it out there. The person never came back. Why would you take your? I don't understand that.
All right, let's back up even further than that. Mm-hmm. Why? Okay, you're doing things that are kind of sketchy, right? Mm-hmm. Am I gonna call you on the phone? No.
Heck no.
Am I gonna send you an email?
No.
Might be a up.
We might meet in a park bench, some and do it old school, hey man, but when nobody looking. But
and your battery out of your phone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're getting that bag over your head before we drive.
Old school. You
know what's crazy though? That just goes to show how much these people, how they think they are completely invulnerable.
How cocky they are.
They don't give a crap. They don't try to hide it.
Mm-hmm. And then how come you don't go back if you're getting $50,000 a month? How come you don't pay your bill? I mean, maybe you that was some serious cracking hookers then.
Oh.
Well, he just went and bought a new computer.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just have a new computer after.
Yeah, why would you just not have thrown that one away?
Yeah.
With all the evidence on it. I mean, on that thing, they found pictures of him, all kinds of crazy stuff on there, including him smoking. Okay. Looks like he's smoking crack, and there's naked women and all kinds of craziness on that thing.
That's good stuff, man. That's worth a lot of money.
It is, right?
Yeah. Somehow Giuliani, talking about mafioso type dudes, Giuliani got his hands on that. Yeah.
Well, you got to know who to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got people out there.
I was gonna say, if I ever come across sensitive information like that, I'm not giving it out for free. Somebody's buying that off me for a lot of money.
I'm sure it wasn't.
Whatever happened to the National Enquirer? Those are the guys used to have. Yeah,
they're still out there kicking butt. Everything that they publish is either already true or going to be true.
Yeah,
it's just like Alex Jones.
That's true. But he's crazy, right?
No, yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah, you got to be more paranoid than this. I got in trouble with those freaking. In fact, there's some of those NFAC guys are trying to troll me because when I was looking at the video of the latest ND that they had, there's a dude that's in blue. He's in double blue. You got that's not accidental that a dude. That's not a bum. He's supposed to look like a bum, but he's in a blue shirt with a blue collared shirt over it, and he's got a big beard. and long black hair. And when all the shooting and everyone, all the guys from there, which I heard they were supposed to be Nation of Islam, right, in all black, and then they had the little patches.
Yeah.
All those dudes were all badass out there with guns. That one gunshot went off. They all
they ran.
Oh, they scattered.
Yeah. Then you had a second gunshot, and everyone was definitely out of there. And there's a cop that was in there that came in and put his hands like this on the guy to take the gun down. And there's a guy who looks like a bum, but he's in a blue shirt with a blue collared shirt over it, and he's just walking around like as calm as ever. And they're mad at me because I'm like, that has to be an op right there. That has to be.
Yeah.
Come on. Who's that calm, cool, and collected?
Yeah.
Since when do bums walk towards gunfire?
Maybe he's a former special ops bum or something.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, oh, he's just trying to be insightful. No, you need to be paranoid. If anytime you look at a situation, don't we always talk about this? Look at a situation where everyone is panicking and worry about the person who's not panicking. Always. Because everyone goes into action, right?
Right.
Something happens, there's gunshots or whatever, everyone goes into action. And you should. I don't think if there's gunshots going on, you should stand up and go like, hey, I'm right here.
Yo, man.
Right here.
I'm here.
Man-sized target. But the dude who's just casually strolling around, I worry about that guy. And there's a lot, the cops are aware of what everyone's up to. So just like this shooting that happened in Denver, and we had actually Tigan on, right, from Benghazi. He was on yesterday talking about this thing that happened in Denver, which happened to be a Patriot rally that he was putting on in Denver, where this thing went down. But if you look at it, the cops had a bunch of cameras staged up there.
So what was the consensus on what happened there? Because I can see it coming from a couple different directions.
So he says that the shooter, who's supposed to be a security guard that was a subcontractor to the Pinkertons, right?
Was unlicensed.
He was unlicensed, and the Pinkertons' rules do not allow him to be armed, right? And he was there supposedly guarding a producer of a TV show. That Tig said that they let them in. They were asking him who they were. They let them in. But then there's a guy who's wearing a Black Guns Matter shirt that was an agitator, and the Maj has been showing other videos and things like that of that guy going to other events with the same freaking shirt. And it comes back to what I was just saying with the dude in Double Blue.
Yes.
Okay? There's no way every time this dude goes to an event and starts a fight, he just happens to have a freaking Black Guns Matter shirt on. That's deliberate.
Yes. So that he was. It looks like he's a known agitator, but so he was getting. So beyond him getting in that guy's face and agitating,
he did it. He tried to get in Tig's face. He was just going around there getting in everyone's face. But Tig says he saw the security guard guy and the producer for the TV station talking to that guy, like huddled against a wall talking before all of this happened.
Go stir some shit up.
Yes, I think what they're doing is trying to get. Do you remember when the coronavirus thing, and there wasn't everyone going out there to get tested, and there were some news places that were like staging or faking lines that would tell the doctors that worked in the hospital to get their cars? Yeah, I think that some of these news people are going around doing that, and they're finding guys to start a fight. Let's get this on here. Let's make these patriots look like they're violent, that kind of thing.
It's like that song about dirty laundry. I think it was Don Henley. He loved dirty laundry. Yeah.
So did he speculate at all on what he thinks is going to happen to the guy?
No, he didn't. And he didn't see it actually go down. He said that actually yesterday when he came on, he hasn't even talked to the news media yet. So he said he was refusing to talk to them. I reached out to him to see, what was up with him, if he was okay. And he was like, hey, I'll come on. I think he said, at some point he'll start talking to them. But, I mean, he wasn't actually involved in that. And all of that happened outside of the event, etc. But, I commend him for still coming on to talk about it, because those MFAC dudes don't want to talk about anything.
Oh, they won't.
Yeah.
They won't.
You know,
jump
they're
into
totally
anything.
invited to come on here. And I don't beat up on anyone. You guys have seen me. I had Vada on. I had a guy on a couple of weeks ago that said that he worked at the NRA and there was all this bad stuff that happened there. You know, I have people come on and let them say what they have to say.
It's because the NFAC is a plant as well.
They're the ops. They're the ops. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with all that, but you got to be paranoid. That's what I say about that. So don't forget to smash those thumbs ups out there. All right. We appreciate the thumbs going up. What's up, Walt?
No, I was going to say on the smashing the thumbs up, you can even hit thumbs down. It all works the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a hater, you can hate. You know, it's all right.
Yeah. You know. It's all good. It's all activity.
Yeah,
I could tell you that. You know what? That last video we put up from NFAC, YouTube immediately demonetized it, but it's still going up because those NFAC people are just all in there.
They're bickering like.
Yeah, they're just carrying on, and YouTube just sees it as activity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all good. It's all good. Let's see what else is going on with you guys here. What's going on, Ken? Since the last time. What I know you've got the Hank coming out. That's what you're calling that thing.
Yep, that's what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just working like mad. I did so not gun related.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a couple weeks ago up at Bonneville Salt Flats.
Okay.
Ooh.
Doing car stuff.
Yeah.
What were you riding?
What?
So my dad has a car that he races at Bonneville, and has been for 30 years. Oh, wow. So my older brother now has been driving the car for about the last 10 years. So my dad was going, they were going up, and my younger brother was going, and so I said, well, I guess I gotta go. So all of us boys, we went up and hung out for the week and had some good times. And
okay, so what is the car?
so it's a 1932 coupe that my dad collected parts for several years when I was growing up. Here's
Someone says it looks like it should be about cookie time for Walter. Tracking you, Walt. Yeah, it probably is.
That's cool.
So
yeah.
Nice.
That's a picture of the car.
Wow. Does that say BMP?
It says BMR.
BMR. Okay.
Okay. So it has several different land speed records that they have, and so we went up and had a good time.
What's it powered by?
So they've had two different engines in it. The engine that's in it right now is the original engine that was in it when they originally built it. It's a 54 GMC straight six dump truck motor.
Oh, cool.
And it has it's got a blower in it that they put in it. I've got
how many horses?
About 600.
600.
Oh.
Okay. So the power to weight ratio should be like Bugatti level or something.
There is so much more power to the weight ratio. It's incredible. I mean, because those old cars are light. There's nothing to them. I mean, you can take that whole body and two of you can pick that body up and just move it. So originally they had all kinds of problems with it spinning tires and not getting enough traction and whatnot, and so they were putting a bunch of lead in the back to try to weight it down.
It should have been all-wheel drive. I don't know.
No. Then that's a totally different class.
Yeah. So because of you guys' attendance for 30 years, did that give you like an automatic in to the? Is it like you've got ranking or you've got
I don't know about ranking or in, but anybody that's involved in land speed racing knows my dad and knows the car. The car is because it's been around for 30 years and it's broken so many different records.
I feel like I've seen that before. I feel like I've seen that car before.
It's been in several magazines. It's been in Hot Rod magazine several times.
Was it ever in the movie that the guy did about the salt flats? Remember, there was a movie where
I think there was a clip, and it may have been in there.
Okay.
But I mean, there's been all kinds of different articles, like I say, written about it, and it's all over YouTube videos.
Okay. Leo P30SK says, you're running CBG. Do you know David Treiberger? He's in the same class with his Camaro.
I don't know what CBG is. And my dad and my brother are more hooked in than I am, because I haven't been for several years, and so they're the ones that are really hooked up in it. But yes, it's blown gas. So the class that they were running in was XOBO, which was altered blown gas, and there's several different classes that they run in. They've got about 45 different land speed records in different classes that the cars run in.
By the way, Armament and Axe says, yes, I'm ignoring you. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring you with your jokes.
But they've gone 211 in a straight six GMC motor.
Oh, sweet.
Now, see, that's probably very similar. I mean, I have World War II GMC truck that has a straight six engine, and it's probably a derivative of that engine, I would imagine.
It probably is.
Just bigger displacement and all that stuff.
So,
how fast have you gone in that?
They've you talking to Walter?
No, I'm talking about you guys.
So they've gone 211 at Bonneville before.
Nice.
So
and the old trucks go about 45.
Right.
I'm sure that dump truck had a tough time.
About 45 on a good day, yeah.
Fully loaded, there's no way it was getting to 45. You know, no, that's cool. I always wanted to go to the salt flats and get up to 200 miles per hour or something like that. I think the fastest I've ever been is 160. Yeah. I need to get to that 200. There's these people let you run on the runways and stuff like that sometimes. So, we could probably make that happen. But salt flats would be awesome. I want to go 200 miles an hour consistently. For a good time. So, that is awesome, man. Congratulations on that.
So that's what I've been up to. We did that, and then I've just been working.
Yep, getting the hank out there, getting the hank.
Yep.
I think you need to put a nice little, in the middle of that, put a nice little Hank Strange logo.
I got a name for it.
Yeah, right there. There you go. Boom. The Hank right on there engraved.
And this is some basketball. This is some basketball trivia. We'll call it the Hank Stilt. The
Hank Stilt.
Remember that's Wilt Chamberlain? They called him Wilt the Stilt.
Yes, I know. Wilt the Stilt. What is it actually called, Ken?
What?
What is your trigger guard extension called? Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the TGE.
The TGE.
The TGE. That's what extension. That's exactly.
Why overcomplicate it?
Yep.
Yeah. No,
like an AFG, an angle 4 grip. It's a TGE.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome, man. So, and you're gonna be putting these out? You're putting them out right now?
Oh, I'm getting ready to start tooling up to start making a bunch of them.
Sweet. Cool. Sweet. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to get one of those out and test it.
Yep. I can send you one, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. I got the gun. I just need to get the loader now.
Yep.
Walt, that's your job. You got to go to work.
I'll see. I'll hook you up with him.
Yeah, make it happen. Make it happen, Walter. Okay, so just to switch back to kind of like gun news stuff for a second. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. NPR says Kyle Rittenhouse, accused Kenosha killer, won't face gun charges in Illinois. So let's go down. The white teenager, because we got to, definitely
it matters, right?
Yeah, that's really important. The white teenager accused of fatally shooting 2 demonstrators and injuring a third in Wisconsin in August will not be charged with gun crimes in his home state. An Illinois state prosecutor announced Kyle Rittenhouse, 17, faces 6 criminal counts in Wisconsin, including first-degree intentional homicide. He allegedly used an AR-15 style rifle during protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin, that erupted after the police shooting of Jacob Blake. And so the Lake County, Illinois State Attorney Michael Nearham's office said in a statement that an investigation conducted by local police revealed the gun used in Kenosha shooting was purchased, stored, and used in Wisconsin. Additionally, there's no evidence the gun was ever physically possessed by Kyle Rittenhouse in Illinois, the state attorney office added.
Wow.
So that's a little bit. I mean, he's still locked up, and
But he was not
so.
extradited. He's still in Illinois, right?
He's still there.
And that's good for him too, actually. So.
Yeah,
You think I heard the opposite. It would be better if they were able to do it outside of Wisconsin.
Well,
that's what Walter just said, right? It's good. It's probably good for him to stay in Illinois instead of going back to Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yes. And the longer he stays away, the better.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was in Wisconsin right now. Did they finally take him back?
No, because remember they didn't want to arrest him. He tried to give himself up.
Yeah,
he went home.
Yeah, so he was like, "Oh, you don't want to arrest me? Okay."
Okay.
Yeah. So he went home and turned himself in there, which was probably the best.
You know
thing.
who hasn't been arrested yet?
Have
you seen when are they going to arrest the felon with the firearm? Oh, that's not going to happen.
No.
They're not going to.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
Wait, is that the one who lost his bicep, or is that a different guy?
No, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one-armed bandit. Yeah, that's him.
Or is that the guy that lost brain matter? Oh, I can't remember.
No, that was a pedophile, I think.
Yeah. Convicted pedophile. Yeah.
It's going to be a while before all this gets settled.
Classy Antifa. Antifa gets the classiest members.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you can see from the videos that he was trying to flee, and then he got,
chased down.
Well, you can see
down,
them.
and
You
it's
can see them prior to that threatening him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Correct.
Yes. And they're didn't they arrest the guy recently that fired the first shots at him, or no?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I thought I saw something about that. Someone out there will let me know whether that's true or not. I thought I saw something saying maybe they identified who it was that fired.
Yeah, they know who that is, and he's another felon with a gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, at this point, political prisoner, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's all the Soros bought DAs, and they're gonna push Soros's agenda because he helped get them where they're at, and it's just a matter of fact.
Yeah,
if he doesn't, as long as he has a good lawyer, I'm fairly certain he'll be fine. If he did not have a good lawyer, if he had not been represented well from the beginning, he would have been in some deep poo-poo. So
he'd already be back in Wisconsin.
Probably.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good lawyer, right? Didn't he get?
He's got a good team.
Yeah,
he's got a good team.
Yeah. So we'll see what comes out of this and how old he is, how much of his life he has to spend after. I mean, a lot of this is pretty much cut and dry.
Well, there's always the countersuit when it's all.
I can't wait to see how much he makes from that.
I mean, and everybody that defamed him and said bad stuff about him, it's all being recorded.
One of his lawyers is that defamation lawsuit guy that worked for Nick Sandman, or is still working for Nick Sandman.
Yeah.
Why do you have to do the thing that? Can you imagine if they do every time a black guy's caught, they go the black teenager, the black teenager, the
Doesn't
black
matter,
teenager. They'd have a fit. So why do you have to do the
exactly? I mean, exactly the point I'm trying to make about that.
Just put his name out there. Everybody knows who he is by now. I mean, I'm crazy.
They're showing a picture of him. I think we could figure it out from that. If we need that data. The most important thing, speaking as a parent from his parents' point of view, and his, of course, is that he stays healthy as much as he can under the circumstances
and doesn't get put in federal lockup. Yes.
Yeah. That's the tough part of that. I did see that the governor, was it the governor of Wisconsin that said he may pardon him But I think we've got to get all this. Or was that something else? Or no? The Wisconsin's not. Go ahead.
It cannot be done by the president because it's not a federal matter. It has to be done by the governor.
Yeah. So.
But the governor.
But who knows
if
the governor will do it.
a Democrat?
Oh, okay. So then there's no chance.
I'm not sure. I'm just asking that question.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
I mean, it would make sense, but
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's it just goes to show you what's going on here when you have
Tony
all this...
Evers.
Okay.
He's a Democrat.
Democrat. Okay, so no chance of that.
Yeah, ain't got it.
Yeah. And that's a shame, right? That we know how cut and dry that's going to be right there. When it's so clear that this kid was out there fighting for his life. Good luck with you getting my kid back if he was in that situation. Okay. Good luck with you even getting him in the first place. So yeah. That's that. Let's see what other stuff is out there. So here's something on Judge Barrett. Where is this? Fox News. Barrett admits to owning a gun.
Oh, for shame!
Oh my God!
Owning
Could you
what?
imagine?
Yeah.
What's she own?
A gun.
Owns a gun.
A back massager from Amazon.
Yeah. Says this is on Fox News, so I'm guessing it's not like a negative article to her. Says she can set aside beliefs to rule on Second Amendment fairly. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, Second Amendment, shall not be infringed. That's not super complicated.
It's cut and dry. I don't know what the big argument is.
Yeah.
Brief.
Yeah. What does it say? Nominee Amy Coney Barrett admitted during the second day of her confirmation hearing that her family owns a gun.
Uh-oh.
But maintained that it would not hamper her ability to fairly decide a case on the Second Amendment. Of course, they should. I mean, and then also this is a judge, right? We've seen people attacking judges. They probably do want to defend themselves. I mean, we've seen liberals on the other side of the aisle attacking her. There's people saying to a woman who's adopted kids from Haiti, they're asking her if she's racist.
Racist, right.
So, yeah, I'm going to let you spin up that logic if you're listening out there.
Did you see this late breaking news as of today? Joe Biden calls an early lid on his campaign for the foreseeable future.
What is that?
Early what?
So he put a lid on the campaign for the foreseeable future. He's not taking questions. He's not doing interviews. Nothing.
Why is that?
Oh, he's guilty.
I wonder. Maybe it's because his son smokes crack and made $50,000 a month.
And if Joe made the contact with the other Ukrainian guy, guess what? Joe's on the take too.
Yep.
Boom. Yeah, it's not hard to figure these things out.
It's collusion.
Oh yeah. Collusion.
Well, it's funny, right? Speaking of collusion, by the way, listen, smash the thumbs ups. I know I gotta remind you guys. If we get like 40 people right now, I think even 36 people, smash the thumbs ups. Okay, we can get to 100. That would help us out here. We're trying to overcome the algorithm. John Doe says, "Nice bullpup. Never seen it before." He's talking about your bullpup collection back there.
That is the M17S.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's look at Ken here for a second. Obviously, without touching anything, these are not all M17Ss here.
There's a lot of them.
Yes. That's the Hank. I mean, the arm pistol. Yes, that's mine. This is a Ruger 1022 kit.
To look like a PS90.
Yep, I don't do that one. That's mine. This is a PS90. I make a charging handle for that one. This one's mine. This one's mine. This one's mine. So all of them but 3 up here are mine.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
That Ken manufactures. Ken manufactures these. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a lot more than just these. There's a whole bunch.
And if you want one, you can contact Ken at
www.kmarms.com.
Yeah.
Ken would be more than happy to transfer one of those to your local FFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
Several of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And let me just say for you old dudes out there, everyone knows about the www. Ken.
Well, not everybody.
Not everybody. You assume too much.
Yeah.
You assume a lot. Yes.
Wait a second. Hold on. I am talking to gun guys. Yeah. So you might need to know that you got to put those little W's in there. But is
Armament,
that even true, Babyface?
Armament and Axes has put a link up several times on the chat.
Yeah, we'll throw it up. We'll throw it up there. Babyface, if you just put in KM Arms, it just goes there, right?
KM Arms. Yep. You just put it in there. You say it out loud, and your gun just shows up at your door.
To the Google machine.
Or probably M17 bullpup.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. But it's the M17S.
S. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
pardon.
Yeah.
We've
That's
broken
right.
one of those before. It was our fault, but we've broken one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was your fault.
It was 100% our fault.
Thanks for bringing that up, Patrick.
Yeah.
But Ken took care of it though.
That's right.
Yeah.
In that beautiful bronze.
Yes, very rare bronze that I have.
It is rare. It is
Yes.
rare.
That's in my collection. And the good thing about Ken is every time I shoot that gun, I harass him about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey Ken, how many clicks am I supposed to do?
It's not
He
that
tried-
hard. It's not
He
that
tried
hard.
asking me last time, and I was like, "I don't know. Go to the website, look up the documentation."
I didn't
He's
want
like,
to. I didn't
I'm
want
just
to
gonna,
harass Ken.
I'm just gonna
first.
text Ken. I was like,
Yep.
"You're gonna text the owner of the company instead of just Googling it. Are you serious?"
Yep.
Yes.
He'll get an instant answer too.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
That's right.
I am a little bit of a knucklehead. It happens. I could tell you guys a story from me shooting out in New Mexico over the weekend. So we actually had Jason from Lucid Optics on, right? And I went to an event that they had, and I was shooting the Little Mo, which is their red dot that goes on a handgun, and I'm shooting from 25 yards at a man-sized steel target. The guy gives me it's an XD, so it didn't like me. Springfield gun. Wasn't a fan of mine. So I'm shooting this gun and missing. And I'm like, what's happening, right? I'm shooting and missing. The guy that's there is like, well, because I'm like, well, I think it's not zero, because it can't be me. So the guy takes it and shoots and hits it every single time. So then he gives it back to me. I'm missing, and I'm just thinking, what is happening here? So I close my left eye, and I hit the thing. I open because I usually shoot using both of my eyes. I open both eyes. I'm missing. Close left eye, hitting it. And the guy goes, do you possibly have astigmatism or something like that? I'm like, no, I don't have that. Lola is standing somewhere over there. She goes, yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Because I go
But it ain't your fault.
because I go take those tests and I don't listen to them. And she's like, yeah, that's why you're supposed to wear your glasses all the time.
When you look at a dot like that, is it a starburst?
Yes. No, it looks like two dots cover on top of each other.
That's just
That's how it looks.
That's why I wear contacts and/or glasses when I shoot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a blurry mess. EOTechs, if you put an EOTech in front of me without glasses or contacts, it's just a big ball of blur.
Yeah. So I was harassing Jason, the owner. I was like, listen, man, you have to do something for the dudes that have stigmatisms. Why do we got to wear glasses for?
Oh,
why
man.
Why can't you make this thing work?
You'd have to get them prescribed directly for you. You get prescription red dots.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're muted, Ken.
Special red dots for special people.
About now.
Special.
You're back.
Yeah,
All right.
we got you, Ken. Yeah.
All right.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say there's probably a market for that.
Yeah.
I feel like people would consider. Well,
You should always build for the idiots. You should always build for the idiots.
But then if you think
Oh,
about
my.
it, you can only see what you're aiming at. Everything else will be blurry. So do we really want people only seeing through the red dot? That seems really bad.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can't see what you're looking at. Let me point my gun at you so I can. Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Right. Black Sword Shinobi, we will not speak of that. So just, yeah, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna stay away from that subject right now. We'll talk about that in the future. In the future, we'll have that discussion.
Because you posed with something, right?
Babyface, I just finished saying we're not talking
He just
about
talked about that.
Oh, God, okay, I'll ask later. I'll ask off air.
Yeah,
And then I'll share it.
yeah. Anyone who wants to know, you're gonna have to look at the scroll because I'm not going any further than that. Let's see what else. What other things are out there? Okay, so the Supreme Court lady has a gun, one gun in her family. My only concern there is they don't have enough guns.
She don't have enough.
No, what's up with that?
She needs to have a belt fed.
Yeah, well, maybe she said, maybe she didn't specify that she only has one gun, but that she has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on how she worded that, whether or not she does have more than just the one.
Yeah. I have a gun. I also have a lot of other guns, but I do also have this and this gun.
And it could have been that she didn't divulge any of that information. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're going to do investigative reports to see whether or not she's safe with those guns.
Watching her talk, she was very good about not giving out too much information.
Yeah. Someone's going to find out why she has a gun around the little Haitian babies. Someone's going to do that. I'm just trying to tell you, the stuff I see is so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm you guys serious? You can't be serious with this.
I mean, if you ask me if I have a gun, yes, I have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You have a gun.
For
like
sure.
Most Americans, I
have a gun.
The Hank cannon. Do you want to see it? I'm gonna have to unzip first.
I have a gun right here, and right there, and one there, and I think another one in the other room.
A gun.
Gunfather Precision says exactly. They just asked you, do you own a gun? Not guns.
Right.
That's none of their business. That's not even anyone's business. Yeah. Is it even? Oh, look at that. Cookies income. No, it's not cookies.
No cookies. That's some pizza stuff.
Look at that. And I didn't know Spencer was a boog boy. That's news. Spencer, he's a boog. Boog boy.
It sounded like boob. He's a boob boy.
No, I didn't say that. No.
That's what it sounded like.
I said I didn't know Spencer is a boog boy. Boog. Boog.
Walter's a what?
What?
Don't start. Spencer's cool. Spencer's cool people with me.
Oh man.
He doesn't bring me pizza, but whatever.
He would say the same thing if he heard you say a what?
Yeah, he's gonna say, what is a boot boy exactly?
Okay, speaking about hearing things? Whenever Q and the gun Q, whenever I hear Q, I think Q anon.
Oh, okay.
And isn't that kind of a little bit what's going on?
Yeah, I hear Q and I think about James Bond Q. That's what it says to me.
Well,
I always think James Bond Q. The Q anon thing is all new. I didn't even know about that. I think Babyface explained that nonsense to us.
Well, that's what rumors about what's really going on in the world.
Yeah.
They don't want you rumoring about it.
Yeah. So let's see here. What's someone saying?
Just a good.
Okay, how did we just lose Babyface and? Oh, what happened?
I still see him.
My internet.
Oh, it looks like my internet is getting slow here. Lola, get off the internet, woman.
Mine was just foggy too. So.
Start pedaling, Lola. Start pedaling.
I know.
Lola is probably downloading or uploading something during a show, which is a big no-no, Lola.
For shame.
Notice the quietness. This with Lola is how I know that she actually was doing something. Because she's not saying, even now, I'm still talking about her. She has nothing to say. That is the sound of guilt.
The funny part of this is she's probably not even there. She already left.
Lola.
She's not even in there.
Yeah, she said she's not doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, something happened there to the internet. I don't know. Hopefully the people are still here with us. They're supposed to be smashing the thumbs ups. So we better see that. Let's see here. What else? If you guys want to find K&M Arms, let me just show you once again what you need to do. Just go. You don't even have to put in Ken. Like in this search, I have Ken put in there so you can see me and Ken. But if you just search K&M Arms, it's going to come up. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
We can go to the website right there. Try not to see that the website looks like it came from 1985. But there's 556 300 blackout 762. Why is there a M? Wait, what's the M17S for Canada? What is that supposed to mean, Ken?
Yeah, I export into Canada.
It's approved in Canada.
Yes, I have have 2 FRT numbers. In order to go into Canada, you have to have an FRT number.
Okay, but what's the difference with this Canadian one?
Nothing really.
Does it have a longer barrel?
Nope, it's got a 20-inch.
Oh,
Well, it has to. Canada has to be 18 and 5/8 inch long barrel. So I slap a 20-inch on there, and I also have the 20-inch version to go into California also.
Can you don't have to be modest. You can tell them about the spraying it with maple syrup to attract those northerners.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say something else.
You gotta put a little maple syrup spray on it on the outside, and then they just go wild for it.
Yeah.
No, I like to not talk about the Canadian market much because I'm not listed on their ban list, so I'm not trying to put in any.
So I wasn't supposed to talk about that.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I mean, they know about me because I mean, it took me 2.5 years to get my first approval FRT number. Mm-hmm. So they had the rifle for a long time in order to classify it as non-restricted. So they know about it. I'm not mentioned in their ban. So
Trudeau didn't come after you.
Right. Not yet.
On the middle of a Tuesday night.
That's because he was happy that he didn't get COVID-19 and only his wife got COVID-19 from Black Superman, basically. So we're not gonna...
I knew it was only a matter of time before that came out.
We won't elaborate. Okay, so listen, I'm torturing.
I like Black Sword Shinobi's typo is actually really funny to me. Did you see the one he just posted?
Oh, okay. Let me check it out for a second. I was going over to the California compliant one.
Lola could do that for me as well. He said Lola may lay the snack down. I would take a snack too. That sounds great.
Lola's not going to lay a snack down after I said something, I implicated her in something. There's no snacks involved. Definitely not getting any snacks. So let's go look at this California compliant one, which I'm going to suggest. Okay. So I know the Keltec guys did, for the man who drinks his own pee. So for this one, you're gonna have to do the man who sits down on the porcelain throne while he drinks his own pee, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right, Ken?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, remember when Keltec did for the man who drinks his own pee nonsense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Babyface, you don't know about this?
No, I'm looking this up right now.
You don't remember that?
Oh my. It's a bad video.
God.
Yeah, I can't believe Patrick. I can't believe you never saw this. So anyway, let's take a look at the Cali. So this is the California compliant. So this blade type thing that's on here, Ken, is that of your making, or does that come from? Oh, okay.
No,
that's approved probably.
It's a California approved device that's not a pistol grip.
So, because I see you're doing a close up of an A2 style birdcage here. Is that part of the whole California thing?
So that's also not an A2 birdcage. It looks like it.
Oh my god.
Fucking California.
Okay, what? It looks like it, but it's not because the slots aren't cut all the way through.
Oh my god. Okay. Hold on a sec.
That's a thread protector is what that is.
What?
It's a thread protector that looks like an A2 flash hider.
Gun laws are stupid.
Okay, so in order to go into California, I have to have a non-flash hider on it, and I cannot have a pistol grip on it. Then it's considered featureless, and it can go in with a drop-free magazine.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so
but only a 10-round magazine. Oh, but now they can have 30 rounds. Oh, no, they can only have 10 rounds. I don't know. They can't make up their mind over there what they can have.
Yeah, whatever happened to that case?
I'm not sure.
That's probably still in the courts.
Yeah. That's yeah.
I happen to have a friend here locally that has in his possession at this moment 45,000 Croatian AK mags.
Are those the metal ones or
metal AK mags? Yep.
Okay.
Why does he have 45,000?
Payment in a deal, I was told, but yeah, I said, man, if California gets cleared up, man, that'd be the place to sell them.
Oh hell yeah!
Do you know what he's selling those for? The metal ones? Because I'd like
to. That's like $4.5 million.
They're like, I think he's selling them for like $10 a piece or something.
Yeah, what's for?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's only it's $500,000. Sorry,
Yeah.
I added a zero at the end.
Yeah.
$450,000.
So
But that's
it's
money.
a lot of money. It's a lot. That's a big
Yeah.
payment. That's a big payment right there. So Ken, are you selling these California compliant ones out there?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Okay. Good sales going on the Cali ones.
Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss, but yeah, they're going into California.
Mm-hmm. Are you seeing the same boost that everyone else is seeing from what's going on with the shutdowns, rioting, looting, etc., defund the police?
Yeah,
Trump money.
yeah, yes and no. I have had an increase in sales, but the issue is that I haven't been able to catch up with my backlog. So everybody wants everything like right now, and you can't have mine right now. You're gonna have to wait. So, so I'm trying to get out of that backlog so that it will be on the shelf and ready to go. Depending on who ends up getting in office, you may have an opportunity to buy something off the shelf before someone gets sworn in.
Okay, so a couple of things there. Which one's the most popular one?
308.
The 308. Okay, okay,
By
cool.
far.
I have a 308. This is the best trigger in a bullpup if you're looking for it. If you're a little sissy little baby boy who drinks your own pee, you can't carry a 308.
308, right?
Oh God.
I mean,
okay.
What's the one after that? The 308. Is it a 300 blackout or 556?
300. So I'm really not shipping any 300 blackout, so it would be 556.
Okay.
I do have. I've been so busy with making and shipping 308s that I haven't really started marketing the 300 blackout for sale yet.
Okay.
So there's a handful of them out there that are in the wild that people have of the 300 blackout, just because they wouldn't quit bugging me about them. So I built them and shipped them. Now that doesn't get everybody the opportunity to start bugging me about 300 blackout.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people are gonna have ideas out there.
So let me translate that. Don't call him about it. All right. Don't call him.
Doesn't want to hear about it. Armament and Axes. I will ask this question. He says, Can you explain to the chat what your main rifle platform is?
It's a bullpup.
Okay. And which one might it be, Ken? I don't know.
The 308 and the design that I have.
Okay. There you go. Do you not like other rifles at all? Are there any other rifles out there that you think are cool?
Yeah, I have a collection. And I don't know that I have a favorite. I mean, I have several AR platforms, but typically when I go shoot, I take mine. I don't really shoot much of my other firearms unless, I'm going out with some other friends or whatnot, and they want to shoot some of my other firearms that I have. There's some fun ones that I have that I like to take out that like to eat a lot of ammo very fast.
Machine guns.
Yeah, and you have a video of one of them up on your channel.
Yeah.
That we shot at when you were out here once, but I like shooting long range also, so I have some nice bolt action rifles that I like to go shoot, and so it's a mixed bag, but I'm only manufacturing and making my own platform. I'm not dabbling in the AR market just because it's so saturated. I wanted to be, different than everybody else. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I have some other things that I'm working on that are rattling around in the back of my head that I have designs on that I want to do. That's may or may not be bullpup related. We'll have to see where that gets when I can get to them. Okay.
What's your coolest gun that's in your collection?
So I want to say the coolest one that I have is this arm pistol. It's.
I think you should get rid of that, Ken. I could probably take that off your hands.
No, probably the.
I'll trade you Babyface's MP5.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get it for my cold dead fingertips first.
I want to say the Cobra M11-9 that I own.
Really?
Is probably one of the nicest that most everybody wants to shoot, just because it's a full auto 9mm machine gun. I have a Lage upper on it.
I was just about to ask.
And Lage is here locally. He's just up in Mesa. So I just went right up to his place, and with the stock M11-9 isn't really fun to shoot, but once you put the slow fire upper on it, it takes it to about 600 rounds a minute instead of 1,200 rounds a minute like the regular upper does. So it slows it down and makes it more controllable, and it looks a lot cooler. You can put a sight up on top of it, and it's fun to run. And I mean, you take that 30-round mag and you do a mag drop, and it's like a second and a half, and it's done. Mm-hmm. It's cool because after you're done shooting, then you hear all the brass hitting the ground next to you, ching, 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 after you're done firing. So that's the cool thing about it. But that's one that everybody, whenever I go out, that's what people want me to bring.
Oh, okay, cool. That's not what I shot though.
No, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh,
yep.
Cool.
No, yep. You got video of that.
Oh, and, okay. So I didn't even name that thing properly, probably then.
Probably not. I don't remember.
Why are you looking at me like that, Patrick?
Hard for the course.
But yeah, you have a video up on.
Let me see. I'm gonna search for it while we're talking about it here. Let's see, Hank Strange, and
but I've got
my own stuff.
Yeah, I've got that one, and then I also have a Stemple. Which shoots 45, and that's a true grease gun. There's not much to it, and that's fun. That's fun to shoot too.
Mm-hmm. A Stemple.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a manufacturer.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Is a manufacturer.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's the. Let me just run this in for the folks out there that want to get a look at this video. There we go. Oh, it's 86,000 views, by the way.
Yeah.
From quite a few years ago. Look at the old school logo going in there. This video I literally edited on my phone. This was on my phone I had at the time. Look at those. Ken has on his headphones. He looks like he's from Star Wars.
Those are the ones you always tease me about.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. But this is a cool gun. Oh, yeah. All right. Very nice. And I didn't know it doesn't come set up like this with this stock and all that kind of stuff, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, that stock is actually it's not a Lage stock. I actually built an adapter and bought a stock for it, and it snaps right on the original OEM locations, so it snaps on and it snaps off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very cool.
So
yeah.
And I talk about that in the video, and a couple other things that I made for it and did to it.
Yeah. I probably need to go in there and put Cobra in there. I didn't even know it had anything to do with Cobra. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so now switching to guns, we got to talk about Babyface P. He is putting up more videos from his series on the
every Monday.
Every Monday.
So
you put one up
let's
today.
see what's going to go live next Monday. You guys can get excited. What's going to go live? Because it's already scheduled. I have the next 3 months of MP5 scheduled. So, oh man, and we're almost at 10,000 views. We're getting close. 10,000 views. We're at 8,140 subs. So we're getting up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me put your channel Babyface P up here for you guys who want to go. And so you put part 3, the D mill.
Yes, there's a much better way to demill one of these guns. I didn't know that at the time, but I will be doing that next time, which involves running an in mill just right down into the weld, and then everything pops right off. I used a little cutoff wheel and took about 2 hours to cut the entire thing apart. But yeah, next week we bend the flat. So next Monday we have the flat bending video coming out.
Yeah. And for anyone that wants to see the finished product, I think you just texted me.
Yep, it's done. It's been test fired. It works great. Instagram is not YouTube. Baby_face_P on Instagram. I actually just put up an Instagram post this evening of the final product. It's already painted. It's ready to go. It's done from the sense that it's built. It's gonna probably get some upgrades over time. I'd like to get a optic rail and whatnot.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I see you've got you've got a brace on it, by the way.
I do have paperwork going in. Or the paperwork's already in. I'm just waiting. But to have fun with it for now, legally, I borrowed some tooling from Walter.
That's a KES with the tail hook, third gen tail hook.
Mod 2. Mod 2, I think it's called. Yeah.
And it is the best one. If you're in between the first and second gen's the way to go. It's a little bit smaller and way cooler.
Yeah,
it's a little bit more money too. So.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, and you've got the Magpul, Magpul trigger grip and all that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lower on there. Everything else is original. What's this can you have on here? Is that
that
Liberty?
is no? I did test fire it with the Liberty, and the. I can't poo-poo on Liberty for it. The adapter that I have, the 3-lug adapter, is a Gemtech, and it wobbles horribly on the 3-lug. So I ended up it worked enough to silence it, but every now and then I'd get a crazy flyer. Because that Gemtech 3-mount adapter it wiggles all over the place. So this one on here is my Silencer Co. Octane 9 with a rugged suppressors back piece, adapter piece that goes in for a 3-lug.
Oh, okay. Very cool, man.
It's really nice because that little 3-lug adapter is actually internal versus being external, so it brings the overall length way down.
Okay. And then I think you shot this over the weekend while I was gone, right? How did it shoot?
Yeah, it's great. Shoots great. I needed to get the sight on. It was shooting just a little to the left, so I adjusted the sight. It's pretty much dead on, and with the suppressor, roller delay blowback with a can is just stupid quiet. It is so quiet.
All right, so how are you feeling now that you've pretty much you're close? You're like 90-something% there. How are you feeling about it?
It's good. It's done. It's fully built. It's finished. Other than putting the stock on when the stamp comes in and get little odds and ends. I'd like to put a red dot, maybe a different handguard for a flashlight, things like that. I love it. If I had $35,000 to drop, I would have a sear like tomorrow. I would have an HK sear waiting for me to drop in it to have some full auto fun.
Yeah. So Walter, Ken, either one of you, what do you guys think about MP5? Are you pro or against MP5s?
I'm pro any firearms.
Yeah. Okay. Good answer. Walt, what do you think? What do you think about? I don't know if you've been checking out what Patrick's done. What do you think about it?
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
Walter got to see it.
I saw it in person.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you think he got that stock?
It's great.
Oh, right. So, did you do any work on this?
No, I didn't do nothing on it. He did all the parkerizing. It was amateur hour at Safety Harbor Firearms.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically, Babyface won't let anyone mess with it. So Black Sword Shinobi says, "Wow, you built it, Babyface."
Yeah, no, I'm not letting somebody build something for me. That is the point of the channel. Is it may not be HK quality or even Zenith quality, but I built that shit. It's mine. I laid the weld bead down. I know what it's like.
Yeah, Walter does it. You don't want to talk about the weld, huh?
No, well, I mean, it works.
Does it pass inspection? Is it safe?
I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I shot it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't. It's ugly. It's got some like flap disc marks to grind the welds down. It's not like it won't win any beauty contests, but it shoots great.
It's a freaking
it runs
MP5.
fun, yeah. I mean, you know, it's only a 9mm. If it blows up, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, maybe a couple fingers gone.
No, not even that. Not with the 9.
You're not gonna, you're not gonna get that. What do you think about it overall, Ken? What do you think about the MP? Like, are you not into collecting them, or? You know?
I don't have an MP5.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, if I had the opportunity to put one in a collection, sure, I would.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, that collection's called the library. It's a library.
That's how you get away with
The
it.
library.
It's a reference library. That's
Right.
right.
Reference.
Well,
yes.
you do.
Do we
well,
get to
look,
check guns out of there?
You giggle about it, but it's like if I can find some cool little gun with a cool little action, and I can understand how it works, then it's like it's a reference piece. I mean, you know, I bought that little Steyr 25 Auto at that auction, and it's got some cool little features that I've never seen on another little handgun.
That's the thing about reference guns or reference libraries. There are really cool ideas out there of people solving problems, and you're like, oh, that's a good way to do that. That's really smart. Nobody else has done that, but doing it like that works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I call it, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
If it's a reference library, you should make that tax dedeductible or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I
it's-
want to see my library card where I can come start taking.
Yeah, I should go check it out.
Yeah. Chick. Walter's
We
calling
only
me up.
issue-
You are 2 months overdue. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
the library cards are only issued once every 25 years. You missed that last.
Oh, right. Listen, for all the folks who are hanging out with us, smash the thumbs ups out there. Smash them. And smash them good. John Doe says, I think PTR is a good alternative to MP5.
Yeah, PTR Zenith is. I'm shooting Walther Zenith guns. They seem just fine. Probably, I mean, honestly, they're better than, far better than what I built, and I'm happy with what I got. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the HK guns, the sheet metal receivers, you just some manufacturers do a really good job on it. Some do a job, you know, not a really good job. Some, you know, it just if you're happy with what you got, rock and roll.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And at some point we'll get the other one, its sister, from Richard Hoffman over at BWE.
Sister from another father.
Is it gonna be the ugly sister? I don't think so, but
Honestly, with Richard's touch, it's going to be a lot prettier than the one I got.
yeah, but
here's a-
they're still both cool. I mean, these are working guns that were once SWAT guns that you brought it back to life, man. It's a good thing. I'm proud of you.
The thing that I like about having something like this is I see it as a beater. I don't see it as some like safe queen. If it falls over and gets chipped or the paint comes off, like I don't care. It doesn't bother me in the least. If you really want to go chucking it, yeah, exactly. I can just sandblast it and repaint it. It's not that bad.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I don't know what gun should be a safe queen. I think every gun should be out there.
The other thing for me is learning what goes into making one makes you a better. I don't know. I can look at a gun now. I can look at an MP5 and look it over and go, "Ooh, that's really nice. I see how they did that." Or I can look at one somebody built and go, that's rough. That's real rough.
You know what?
You're gonna grade it on if it's worse than yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The test on his gun was that my stock fit perfect on it.
Oh, yeah.
True.
And not every stock fits perfect because that sheet metal receiver, depending on how it's bent and how things are welded, they don't all work. So it went right on just perfect. So
okay.
yeah.
So Walter, you were looking at that. You were like, "Oh, let me see what happens."
Well,
here.
that's the drum roll. Drum roll, please.
And then Walter also got a chunk to test with in the future.
Yeah, he donated his D-milled receiver chunk, which I can use as a template or to see how my stocks are fitting on an HK.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
And
nice.
I don't have safe fulls of HK made guns. I have.
Yeah. I don't think any of us owned an HK up till. Well, Patrick now owns one. I still don't own one yet.
Well, I had an HK91 back in the day, but
Yeah. I think I have a clone. I have a clone, right, Patrick?
You have a C93.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, the clone that I have, the Century Arms gun, my stock will not fit on.
Oh, Hanks
It
is
will
a,
not. It
oh,
will not go on that thing.
that thing is a turd. I hate to tell you that, but that thing is in that wire stock or the collapsible stock
Yeah,
on the back
right.
for 308 is atrocious.
It's a meat It's a meat tender.
Yeah, cheek tenderizer.
Yeah, it will
meat
mess you
tender.
up. Yeah.
Um,
That thing will mess you up. And I've had it for a long time.
With the channel growing, I always see my YouTube channel as a sort of if you're technically savvy at all, or if you're the type that can kind of build things, you can make anything you want. With enough time and patience, you can build anything. And this kind of proves to me that I can build. It may not be beautiful, but I can build anything.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everything I've built, the HK is definitely the most difficult.
we got to see you re-weld the receiver.
I get it on video. It comes out. The video of me welding the receiver comes out. The
It's gonna be
problem
lots
I
of cursing.
No, I'm talking about a demilled machine gun receiver.
Talk about a check, especially a torch cut one.
Yeah, a torch cut with Parkinson's.
Have you seen the demilled Beretta AR 7090?
Yes. Yeah, I actually saw those parts kits not that long ago, and they had them on sale over the weekend, and I really thought about it. But
I have a 70 kit, not the 7090.
Okay.
And I actually have a receiver that I can build it on too. I just haven't done it.
When are you gonna start building 80% receivers for those 7090s?
There's that thing in hell and freezing over kind of thing, probably.
Come on.
That's probably not very easy. We'll say that. So.
Yeah, I know. I have one of the kits, and it's a nice kit, but no barrel, no receiver, and it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, I bought the 70 rifles when they had the barrels with them. So.
Yeah,
I think I have.
I take it no one's making a receiver then?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yet.
Babyface, get on that. That's how you make your fortune.
listen, somebody send me one. I will write it up in what's it in the 3D software, and then we'll figure it out.
You can write it. You can write it up all day, but bending it's another thing.
Exactly.
Oh, is it a sheet metal
It's
receiver?
a sheet.
it-
Yes, it's sheet.
Oh, I thought it was milled. Okay.
No,
God, no.
It's
Stamping.
sheet, it's
I'm
sheet,
not.
it's sheet metal and spot welding, and
Yeah. No,
it's gonna be.
I don't. If I ever had to get into making guns, it's not going to be stamped. Like, I will not be getting into stamping. That's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find somebody who knows stamping and be like, "Hey, can you stamp these for me?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah.
Sure.
Before-
$100,000 worth of dye work and time, and yeah, you can do it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, Walter, I'm going to let you show off your knife that you were showing everyone.
Oh, the kookery. Yeah, I got a
Make sure
kookery.
you have that ability. Boom. There you
Jen-
go. So you bought
Jen,
this
you-
for me for Thanksgiving, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna carve your turkey with it. Yeah.
It's a beautiful knife. It looks good.
Yeah, made in Nepal, by the way,
Yeah.
by the people that actually make these things. So, and I bought it. and
Let's
they
see
made
the
it.
sheath. Let's see it. Let's get a good look at that sheath there. Okay.
Yeah, I had a choice of having the shiny version where they polish it all up, or to have like a working knife. You can, and I chose the working knife one. So this is supposed to be kind of what they issue the Gurkhas that are in the British Army.
Mm-hmm.
One like this. So, yeah.
Very nice.
How sharp is it?
It's pretty damn sharp. It's not one of those ones they sell it to you and it's dull. This got a pretty good edge on it already. So,
Huh.
I would call it working knife edge, not like razor sharp. But
Mm-hmm. Can you
Yeah,
cut
no,
grass with it?
I'll cut the grass with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the grass will be cut.
But yeah, no, it's cool. I
It
like
is.
kookeries. I'm a kookery nut. Here's another one right here too. This is not one from India. This one was made in India, but this one's made in Nepal's.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of cool because they shipped it, and they shipped it what's that company?
DSL?
No.
Yeah,
DSL.
the shipping company.
Yeah.
And their tracking thing's really cool because you can watch it on every step of the whole way.
Yeah.
It went from Kathmandu to Dubai, and from Dubai to Germany, and from Germany to Cleveland, and boom, it was here. So
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah, DSL is pretty cool when you get that tracking. I always like looking at that,
Yeah.
It was exciting when I got my watch.
You
It came
watched
from
through that?
DSL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came from England, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. All right, listen, so we're going to wrap it up here because I think we went over the 9 o'clock hour. If you're still hanging out with us, smash the thumbs ups right now. Help us get those numbers up as much as we can. I'm going to go around the clock and get from everyone how you can get in touch with them. Let's start with our guest, Ken McAllister of K&M Arms. Ken, how can the people, how can they, like, if they want to follow up with you on something, buy something, ask you a question, get the hank from you, how do they do that?
kmarms.com.
There you go. Oh, pretty simple, huh?
Yep. Pretty simple. Sweet and easy.
Yes,
yep.
Okay.
Just go right on the website. All the information's on the website. Email addresses on the website. You can place an order right there on the website and get on the build list. It's really easy.
Right, and if a certain Mohawked guy wanted to get that arm pistol,
he's got
good luck.
You know what? Everything is for sale.
Oh.
You never want to hear that.
Everything is for sale.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Everything. If you have enough money,
what is the
yours.
price?
Everything is for sale.
The way he's saying it, it's like if you have to ask, you probably can't.
That's
afford
right.
It.
Exactly.
You probably can't afford it. All right. So, Babyface P, how can the folks keep up with you?
YouTube.com/babyfaceP. On Instagram, it's baby_faceP. We have literally like 2.5 months of content coming out. So now that I have a giant backlog of this build series, it's going to happen every Monday. I'm going to start throwing up Friday videos as well, just like extra filler. So we should, for the next 3 months, we may actually have like lots of stuff coming out.
Oh, cool.
So,
Nickel stripper. Remember the
nickel stripper? It's downstairs. I got her in the box.
Oh boy. It puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Walter, how can the folks out there keep up with you? Follow up on your shenanigans?
Yeah, you can do it YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Safety Art Firearms. There's also safetyartfirearms.com. Mm-hmm. You can always call a shop. I didn't get to mention about mini bike stuff. I raced in a race last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
2-hour endurance race by myself.
No.
On a mini bike.
Fourth, 2 hours. Yeah.
On a mini bike.
What kind of mini bike?
A Baja.
Like a Trail 90?
No. Front suspension, no rear suspension. So it's a Baja. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I can still feel it.
Yeah. Walter's into that now, Ken. I know you're like, what? When did this happen?
But yeah, and this was real quick. This endurance race, you could either have a team and different rid and switch off and all that, but I chose to do the whole thing myself. So yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
Dirtfoot Racing, you can check it out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And like I said, you can stenparts.com for your Sten Parts stuff. So
yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna run this in here really quick. If you guys go to my Instagram, there's a Pause for Patriots fundraiser that's going on this weekend, this Saturday, October 17th. It's from noon to 4 p.m. It's a $40 donation, which includes lunch. And as we said, Pause for Patriots, that's the whole program. I'll be there hanging out with my friend Roy from Barnauls. We'll be doing it out there. So if you guys want to come hang out with us in Lakeland, Cigar Life Lakeland, that's where it's going to be if you're in Florida. So I'm going to run in the end. Smash your thumbs ups. Big thanks to Walther Arms. Go to hankstrange.com. I'm running in the end right now. Make sure you guys smash those thumbs ups out there. Ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. Yes, there you go.
Nice. I didn't do it real quick.
We're going to rip out this audio, put it up on iTunes and all the places that you get your podcast. We'll see you. Who wants the last word? Come on.
Bullpups rule.
That's right. Bullpups forever. We're out.
For sure.
Peace.